So I was on Sean Porter's podcast. Sean Porter usually always has some pretty good stuff on there. And they were talking about Toney Harrison versus Jermell Charlo 3. Now, what I didn't know was, I thought, maybe it was just me, But I said these two together made magic, And one of the guys on there said that, he said, man, I don't care if they even fight. I just want to see them go back and forth. And that is the same thing that I said. I was like, these two guys' press conference was classic. I haven't seen a verbal matchup like that. Shit. I can't even name the last time. But I bring this up to bring up the importance of dancing partners. Now, as you know, Toney Harrison is my guy. At one point in time, I was a huge Charlo supporter, but then, I got disenchanted. But Harrison versus Charlo is the reason why I started to like Jermell Charlo again. It is the whole reason. First of all, they're classic back and forth. These two are just a match made in heaven. They go together. And I've always suggested, like, dude, I would love to see a third fight because that's really the tiebreaker fight. But I would love to see these guys mix it up again. And what I meant by that is I just wanted to see another press conference, man. Because the press conference, the video I did on the press conference for this one was fucking classic. If you're on my Patreon, you can go up there and you can see it. That press conference breakdown was a classic one, But like I said, I thought, I was the only one, be it that, it's my Detroit nature or whatever you want to talk about. But I was like, dude, I would love to see these two fight again because the two fights was like great, And even though a lot of people couldn't understand the victory of Toney Harrison's, in the first fight, that's just, people who really don't know what they're looking at, what I'm saying? But for those that know, what I'm saying, they know that, Jermell got beat. Now, this is the crazy thing. In the second fight, what Toney Harrison did in that second fight was super impressive. It was super impressive. I think after Charlo dropped him, Toney Harrison's defense and what he was doing with Jermell Charlo was incredible. I advise you, especially if you want to entertain a fight, go back and look at the second fight. What Toney Harrison did after he got up off the canvas and the way he was evading those punches and was just being unfazed by that, it was amazing. Toney Harrison's defense, it was just crazy. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I borrowed some shit for Toney from that fight. But his defense and what he was doing was just crazy. The problem was he took it too far. He just had to get in a hooking contest with Jermell Charlo, and that's what ended up, causing him to lose the fight. But if he kept doing what he was doing, he was on the verge of doing that shit again. Now, what controversy is it to warrant a third fight? To me, it was the whole water bottle scheme. Jermell Charlo drinking out of a green Gatorade bottle, which by WBC standards and rules should not be allowed. All containers must be clear and have water in it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's that Panama Lewis shit. And I'm not going to lie, it is quite suspect right after that water bottle comes in, because if you look, they use two different water bottles. One they use is clear, all right? And the other one they bring in after Charlo is, you know what I'm saying, basically gassing down, and Harrison is showing them out. Then the green bottle gets introduced. Then Jermell Charlo gets the second win. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and watch the fight. It's right there in front of your face. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, I'm just trying to create some controversy for these guys to fight again. But me personally, I would love to see a Toney Harrison versus Jermell Charlo 3. As a matter of fact, I don't even see why that's not on their itinerary to do. But the reason why I think that would never happen is Jermell Charlo don't want to be put in that position again. You know what I'm saying? He made that man cry. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he made that man cry. You know? And I don't see him risking doing that again. But if he did, more props to him. And shit, that's a hell of a fucking fight. Because these two could sell a fight. You could sell the shit out of that fight. I'm just saying, you know? You could sell the shit out of that fight. And as much as Jermell Charlo talked that shit, I know that he appreciates fighting Toney Harrison. He won't admit it, but he appreciates fighting Toney. Toney Harrison is what got Jermell Charlo back on his fucking game. See, Jermell got used to that Errol Spence, Derrick James sitting on your punches side shit. After that, Jermell Charlo got back to what he was doing before he got with Derrick James. Because Jermell Charlo is rightfully, he's a better boxer than his brother. He's a better boxer than his brother. But, you know, he stepped away from that and just started to, you know, just started to dive in with the power. He forgot how to close the gap and all that shit. He forgot his jab. That's why Toney Harrison tore his ass up with the jab. After that fight, he got back to his damn basics. You know what I'm saying? And he's been on that ever since. So, in a way, Toney Harrison helped him out tremendously. Because, to me, he was losing his way. But, one thing for sure is if these guys was to fight again, shit, all eyes would be on them and it would be super entertaining. And regardless of what Charlo wanted to say, Toney Harrison is the reason why I even acknowledge Jermell Charlo for what he is. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is why I give Jermell Charlo his props now, because he beat a fighter that was better than him. And Toney Harrison is a good fighter. And it made me relook at Jermell Charlo's resume. And even though he probably don't have the super big blockbuster names, he has fought some pretty good damn opponents. People just don't want to admit it. He actually has. He's never fight no old, outdated guys. He fighted everybody that was in their prime or of his level and of his time. You know, he has. And truthfully, should be on a... Why he's not on a pound for pound is one of the biggest head scratchers, you know, out there. But then again, pound for pound is something fictitious. And, you know, it's to the individual. So it's not like something that actually exists. But he should be acknowledged. But he's not at all. Why? Why is that? I don't know. But just speaking on what these guys was talking about, Toney Harrison, Charlo 3, fuck yeah, man, I'm down for that shit too. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't know other people shared my sentiments as much. But I would be totally down for that because that was a classic fight. That was a classic press conference. And I would love to just see these two in the room again because the exchanges they did, that shit was good for boxing. It really was. Anyways, that's my thoughts on this. Bruce Van, I'm out.